غرباء 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 غرباء.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا. أين وقفنا؟ وقفنا عند صفحة 100 not 100 عند صفحة 20. It's مضاف إليه. Did we have واجب منزلي? No واجب منزلي, no homework. طيب. من أضرار التدخين, this is the subject, from the harms of smoking. We're going to start inshallah. انتشر التدخين. Yes. انتشر التدخين is smoking. التدخين is the smoking. Is انتشر. انتشر is spread. Widespread. This انتشر. انتشر is a past tense verb and it's a he form or masculine it. So التدخين is masculine it. And انتشر shows that something happened in the past, that something spread in the past. So how do you say the Islam spread in the world? We use the same type of verb. Yes, انتشر الإسلام في العالم. The world, the عالم. So, انتشر الإسلام في العالم. The Islam spread in the world. الدنيا is also the world. العالم. That's why you say العالمين, رب العالمين, رب العالمين, the Lord of the worlds. وكثرت نسبة المدخنين في هذا العصر. وكثرت increased feminine. So you say to a masculine it كثرة. عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كثرت نسبة المدخنين في هذا العصر. The nisbah, the amount of the mudakhinin, of the smokers, increased in this era. Al-Asr, era. So, one smoker is mudakhinun. Two smokers is mudakhinani, and three or more is mudakhinuna. But here it's mudakhinina because nisbatu is mudaf and al-mudakhinina is mudaf ilayh. This is something we will do later on in the book, inshallah, the mudaf ilayh. Just want to emphasize that the word is normally al-mudakhinuna with the waw, but it became here with the ya because of this issue, nisbatul mudakhinina. And these two words, nisbatu and mudakhinina, they became one. Nisbatul mudakhinina, the amount of smokers. They called it mudaf ilayh. في هذا العصر, in this time or era. So you say عصر الخلفاء الراشدين, عصر النبوة, the four khulafa, the time or era of the khulafa. عصر النبوة, the prophecy time. عصر التابعين, the time or era of the tabi'een, who are the children of the Sahaba, and so forth and so on. وكثرت نسبة المدخنين في هذا العصر مما ينذر بازدياد المشكلات الصحية بينهم. Who can recognize a word that he knows, starting from مما ينذر بازدياد المشكلات الصحية بينهم. Yes, we start with mimma. From what or which? From which, eh? You know, we have two types of which. We have a which that is being used in making a question. You know, you say, one student in my class, there is a student in the class, he's the best of them. So you come in the class, you say, which student? How do you make this question? Which student? أي طالب or أي طالب. This which is the question which. Okay, that is أي. أي is the question which. Sometimes you start a sentence by saying, in which school do you study? In which university do you study? So how do you say in which? Fi ayyi. You see the dhamma becomes a kasra. Ayyu becomes ayyi because of the fi. In which? Fi ayyi madrasatin. In which school? But what we have now is another type of which. That's the non-questionable one, and that is mimma. So we see here, for example, in this sentence, mimma yundiru, the increasing amount of smokers in this time, mimma yundiru, which warns. Yundiru warns. And yuhaddiru or yundiru is same. Yuhaddiru, he warns. Yes, yuhaddiru. Yuhaddiru is the same as yundiru, wallahu a'lam. And yundiru, like the brother says, comes from the word nadir. Bashiran wa nadira. Bashir, giving glad tidings, and nadir, a warner. So the Prophet ﷺ said, Bashir, giving glad tidings to those who follow the Islam, and a nadir, a warner against those who refrain, or those who don't want to accept this call to Islam.
What's the name? Another
Indarun. The warning is al-indar. Al-indar is the warning. Wallahu a'lam. Al-akhtar is the dangers. Yes, from khatir. It's plural of khatir. Um, I'm going to warn you. سأنذرك. سأنذرك. And Allah in the Quran, إنما أنذركم بالوحي. So, مما ينذر, which warns this increase of amount of smokers, بازدياد المشكلات. What's ازدياد? Comes from زيادة, increase, which warns with the increase of mushkilat. Al-mushkilat is problems, is the plural of mushkilatun. Mushkilatun, this is the plural form. Which problems? Al-mushkilat is-sihiyya, the health problems. Al-mushkilat as-sihiyyati baynahum. Baynahum, amongst them, or between them. So if we start from the beginning, then you understand the translation better. So, انتشر التدخين, smoking became widespread, and the amount of smokers increased in this era or time, which warns of an increase of problems, health problems amongst them. Okay? فقد أظهرت دراسات كثيرة. فقد, قد is more like emphasizing or certainly. This is not the, you have two qad, you have four qad, but two, yani, you have one for if you are in doubt about something. هل ستزورني غدا? What's that? هل ستزورني غدا? Will you visit me tomorrow? قد أزورك, قد يعني maybe, قد أزورك غدا, maybe. But you have also the qad, what is without doubt. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قد أفلح المؤمنون. Certainly, verily, the mu'minun succeeded. You cannot say this is the doubt qad, because قد أفلح, yani this is exclamation mark. So, alhamdulillah, the qad here is the certainly, the dirasat, the studies.
The fark between one is with the present tense verb and one with the past tense.
Yani warning, about warning.
No, the qad.
Yes.
Qad with a past tense verb, it's a exclamation mark. If you put it with a present tense verb, then it's maybe. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
That's how you tell the difference between them.
MashaAllah. Yes, you know, if you use qad with present tense verb, the brother says, and it's likely what he said, if it's used with present tense verb, the word qad, then it's the likely or maybe, you know, the 50-50. But qad with past tense is a certainly one. Jazakallah khairan. فقد أظهرت دراسات كثيرة. What is أظهرت دراسات كثيرة? دراسات is studies. A lot of studies. No, أظهرت showed, like shown. How do you say? They showed that. They proved, or you know.
They showed it probably.
Showed. Yes. How do you spell that? O-W-E-D. Okay. Yes, showed. you say, where is the sun? أين الشمس? الشمس ظاهرة. It's clear, يعني everybody can see, ظاهر, أظهر, showing, something that is apparent. So many studies, دراسة is single and دراسات is plural. Many studies showed أظهرت, and أظهرت is the feminine it. It's يعني the she or the it feminine, because دراسات is feminine. Otherwise it will be أظهر. It will be on the he or the it masculine. أن التدخين. What's أن? That. أن is that. Certainly many studies showed أن that التدخين, the smoking. التدخين is the smoking, like you see on the first line, or in the عنوان, the topic of this nas, of this text. Normally it's التدخين. Normally it's التدخين وتضمة. But inshallah you will learn later on that أن has an effect upon the word after it, and it gives the word after it a fatha. So أن التدخين. And many of you know, oh no, all of you know, not many, all of you know that you say وأشهد أن. Do you say أن محمد? No. أن محمدا. What do you say? أن in the shahada. وأشهد أن محمدا. What made محمد to محمدا? It's the أن. وعليكم السلام. What is it? It's أن محمدا. So أن التدخين. أن التدخين يعرض الصحة لكثير من الأخطار. Certainly many studies, دراسات كثيرة أظهرت, showed, because أظهرت is past tense, أن that التدخين, the smoking, يعرض الصحة, it exposes the health. يعرض is exposes, present tense verb. يعرض الصحة, it exposes the health. What's الصحة? The health. The Prophet ﷺ, he said in authentic hadith, نعمتان مغبون فيهما وعليكم السلام نعمتان مغبون فيهما كثير من الناس الصحة والفراغ. صحة نعمتان, there are two نعمة, graces, there are two graces or blessings. A lot of people, they are like lost in it. They are lost in it. They don't really benefit from these two graces. الصحة, the health, and الفراغ, spare time. الفراغ is spare time. So they don't really benefit from their spare time, and when they get busy, they think, I had to do, if I had spare time, I would have done this. Many people who are now complaining that they don't have time to memorize the Quran, they had one time in their life very big spare time. Not married, or married but not with much children, or they did not have a busy job. So they memorized the Quran, like Allahumma barik, two of our Zumala, classmates here in the classroom, they are both Hafid Quran, without mentioning names. They are sitting with us here. But if they were old, they would not have maybe that time to do what they have done now. Allahumma barik. Say Allahumma barik, brothers. So, what I want to say, but now, although they are Hafid Quran, they might fall in a hadith in Sahih Muslim that says, Al-Quranu hujjatun laka aw alayka. The Quran is a proof for you or against you. So you cannot say, I did not know the Quran. No, you knew the Quran, but now it can be a proof against you if you don't act upon it. The Quran is not revealed just to memorize. Okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Kitabun anzalnahu ilayka mubarakun liyadabbaru ayatih. Yani, we have revealed a blessed book upon you, O Muhammad. Why? لِيَدَّبَّرُوا آيَاتِهِ. So they ponder and reflect its meanings. So the brothers have done one step now, and that's to memorize its letters. But they have to memorize its meanings, what it means, and to do tadbir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ أَمْ عَلَى قُلُوبٍ أَقْفَالُهَا. Don't they ponder the Quran? So it's not only that you read something you don't know its meanings. You have to ponder its meanings. And that's why you are in the class here to learn Arabic. So when you read, inshallah, the Quran after half year, after 1 year, it depends on how you do your best in Arabic class. If you read it after 1 year, you will read it with a totally different feeling, because you understand the Quran and the stories that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran about the prophets and so forth and so on. So brothers in Islam, فقد أظهرت دراسات كثيرة, many studies showed that التدخين, the smoking, يعرض الصحة, it exposes the health to a lot. لكثير, to a lot. And li is a preposition, حرف جر. So after, يعني كثير becomes كثير. كثير becomes كثير because of the li. من الأخطار. Al-akhtar is, like the brother said, the dangers. يعني al-akhtar is the plural of khatir. Oh, sorry, khatar. Khatarun akhtar. No. Khatarun. Khatarun is danger, and akhtar is dangers. So, we're going to translate this sentence again, not from the beginning, but from فَقَدْ أَظْهَرَتْ دِرَاسَاتٌ كَثِيرَةٌ. Many studies showed, verily many studies showed, that smoking exposes the health to a lot of dangers. وَأَنَّهُ. What's وَأَنَّهُ? What's وَأَنَّ? And that it. Who is. So if you speak to a person, a man, you say, you speak about a man, وَأَنَّهُ, and that he. But the who, what means he, is also masculine it. That it, masculine it. Yani the who goes back to. No, at-tadkhin. The who goes back to التدخين, what is a masculine word. وأنه سبب, يعني and that it, يعني and that smoking is a sabab, a cause or reason. What do you think? Cause. And that it's a cause لكثير من الأمراض. It's a cause to a lot of means from. A lot of, يعني means from, but in English you say a lot of. Al-Amrad is the plural of maradun. Maradun is disease. Illness or disease. في قلوبهم maradun. In their heart is a disease. And amradun is the plural form of maradun. Mithli, for example, like, such as, yes. One moment. مثل, for example, أمراض القلب. Heart diseases, because أمراض is plural, like I just said now. So أمراض القلب is the diseases of the heart. You can ask the people that smoke a long time, some of them they have now heart diseases. Wallahu a'lam. وَسَرَطَانِ الرِّئَةِ. What is saratan? Who does not know? Who does not know? Saratan is cancer. Every one of us here has two ri'ah. What is ri'atun? Ri'atani. Two lungs, yes. So what is saratanur ri'ah? Lung cancer. One ri'ah. But a lung cancer, you say it in a single form, but it can be, yes. Even if you have the cancer in two lungs, you say lung cancer. You don't say two lung cancer. No. Saratan, the word is like that. It looks like a double form. Just like you say Sulaiman. You don't say are you two or Salman. Some words they end on, or not Fir'aun. Salman or Sulaiman. Some words they end on alif and noon. You say Kaslan, huwa Kaslan. He is lazy. Kaslan ends on alif and noon. It's not double form. And the double form always ends on kasra, on the noon. Talibani, qalamani, kitabani. But some words they end on alif and noon, but they are not ending on kasra on the noon. You say Salmanu, Sulaymanu, and Saratanu. But after the word mithil, the rest is mudaf ilayh. After mithil, everything after mithil gets kasra. Mithlu, you say like the book or the pen. Mithlul kitabi wal qalami wal daftari, Wal iltihabi ri'awi. A ri'awi, before we start with al iltihab, what is the swelling? A ri'awi comes from a ri'ah. Yes, a ri'awi is like swelling of the lung. Inflammation.
Same thing.
What is pneumonia?
I think they refer to this one as bronchitis.
Or pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Yeah.
Bronchitis is probably more relevant.
Inflammation. Ah,
Same as swelling, Shaykh.
okay.
More partial.
More medical.
Inflammation.
More medical term.
Inflammation.
IN.
Inflammation. Of the lung. كما أنه.
That's respiratory. Respiratory, I think.
عفوا.
Would not be respiratory.
Which one?
Re-
رئوي.
Respiratory, because that's the whole system.
Ah. I'm not sure. Iltihab is, iltihab is not only in the lung. Iltihab. You can have iltihab everywhere in the body. It becomes thick. No, طيب. كما أنه like that it يسبب like that it causes يسبب it causes التدخين is masculine or feminine? Masculine. That's why you get يسبب. If التدخين was feminine, it would be تسبب. You need the feminine it. It's the feminine it. Like كما أنه that it. We translate literally. It might not be correctly in English how you say it, but like that it يسبب causes الشيخوخة. الشيخوخة. No. Sheikh aging. I think they're called aging. Yes. Premature. Premature. I thought you would know this, brothers, because the word sheikh is in it. Sheikh. Sheikh is old person. Yes. Old person is sheikh. And we have a proof from the Quran. وأبي شيخ كبير. وأبي, who knows the ayah? وأبي, عفوا, not وأبي. وأبينا, okay, جزاك الله خيرا. And our father is an old man. وأبينا شيخ كبير. وأبينا شيخ كبير. So this is a proof that an old man is a sheikh. Likewise, what the brother said, it's been said. I don't have a proof for that. That the person with a lot of money, they call him sheikh. But I think, especially in the West, they call somebody like, who is like in the oil field and has money, they say he's a sheikh. Sheikh from the Middle East. Oil sheikh, yeah. Or the one with knowledge is also sheikh. Wa abuna. He's going to double check. It's in Surah Yusuf.
Is it something about that when you say that if you memorize 40 hadith and then you can be called a sheikh? Is there a term for this? Because I've heard something like this long time ago.
I don't know if that is a term to be used for a sheikh. Wa abuna. Wa abuna. Which ayah, brother? 23. Al-Qasas, eh? It's not Yusuf. It's not about Yusuf. This is about Musa alayhi salam with the two women, isn't it?
Yeah.
That were getting the water from the well, yes. The two daughters of the man. طيب الشيخوخة ويزيد نسب aging, yes, AGING. ويزيد نسبة الوفيات, and it increases. ويزيد, what's يزيد? Increases. What's the axe of this? The axe, the opposite? ينقص. يزيد and ينقص. I think this is book 1. يزيد and ينقص. ينقص decreases and يزيد increases. نسبة, amount of, الوفيات, deaths, amount of deaths. Not deaths. Not dates. So this is the single form of it, wafatun. This is the single form of the word, brothers, wafatun. جزاك الله خيرا ما شاء الله جزاك الله خيرا. Dates أخي تمر. Dates, yes. This, وفيات it is a book وفيات الأعيان. وفيات الأعيان يعني the deaths of the أعيان يعني the important people, you know, their autobiography. Yes. وفيات الأعيان. So وفيات is deaths. وفاتun, you say we have a wafatun in our family, a death يعني وفاتun. Yes, wafatul ulama, yes, yes. And that's why you find in the books of the ulama, you find tuwfiya sanata. Tuwfiya, he died. Yani it is the verb form of this word. Yes, tuwfiya, and then the year sanata. Yes, tuwfiya. If it's a woman, tuwfiyat.
Is it wufiya?
Tawaffa. No, waffa is different. Sorry? Tawaffa. Because waffa, you know, وَإِبْرَاهِيمَ الَّذِي وَفَّى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in Ibrahim, the one that waffa, yani he did what he was ordered to do, waffa. Yeah, this is totally different. No. No. ثم وفيت كل نفس ما عملت. No, it's different. وفيت يعني it's been given what it has done, something like that.
Why does it come before tawaffa before a male?
It's part of the verb, you know.
So you can say
You know.
part of the thing, isn't it? So when you put it in the other sense. No. The past tense is tawaffa.
توفى.
So you say tatawaffa.
But tawaffa is to take the soul of something, of somebody. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ تَوَفَّاهُمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ. Yani the malaika, they took made them to die with Allah's will. Huh? So brothers in Islam, this is something. طيب. He said صحيح, correct, that أن كل شيء, that, what's أن? That. What is كل? Every. Why it's كل now كل? Because of أن. كل becomes كل because of أن, what I just said. أن كل شيء, everything. Yani after كل, the word after كل or كل or كلي get kasra because it's مضاف إليه. we are not there yet. أن كل شيء, that everything is بقضاء الله. What's B? Wait. قضاء, some of the ulama said قضاء and qadar is the same. قضاء and qadar. That's why al-qada wal-qadar, they mention it in one sentence. This is with qada'ullah wa qadaruh. So qada is the decree. Okay, the divine decree of Allah. Yani when we die is with the qadar of Allah. And as a Muslim, you have to believe that everything is with the qadar of Allah. Otherwise, you're not a Muslim, because it's one of the 6 pillars of Iman, to believe in the qadar, khayrihi wa sharrih.
Qada is also a decision, yaqdi. A decision that someone decides between like
Allahu a'lam.
the court, the judge.
Al-qada, al-qadi. Al-qadi is the judge. Al-qadi. Lakin Allah al-qada'u is the subject that the qadi learns to become a judge. Al-qada'. Wallahu a'lam. لكن على كل حال, what we want to emphasize here is qada'ullah is the decree of Allah. Everything is with the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? يعني والله خلقكم وما تعملون. Allah created you and what you do. وأن الموت والحياة, and that وأن, and that الموت, and that. Not verily. Verily is inna. If inna is verily. Anna is death. وأن الموت, and that the death. And al-hayata, the death. Death. Okay. Yes. Yes. وأن الموت, and that the death. والحياة, and the life. والمرض. No, we translate literally, and the life, and the marad, the disease, and the siha, what's siha? And the health. Kullaha, all of it. Ha is it. Kulla is yani like every of it, or all of it. All of it, I think, because it's yes, you know why it's ha? Because it's object. You cannot say whom to object. Plural object become ha. All of them. Okay, jazakallah khairan. All of them. In English you can say them to objects. Okay. You say القلم الأحمر والقلم الأزرق والقلم الأسود. كلها, all of it is this and this. كلها, you know, object كلها.
In English they say
all of them. Oh, okay. طيب كلها بيد الله. بيد الله يعني نعم. ولكن but يجب from واجب, it's a must or it's compulsory. Where are we? يجب أن نتذكر. It's a must to remember.
Always.
دائما is what?
Always.
Always. It's a must.
What is the difference between that and
There's no difference. You have ولكن with the takhfif, without the shadda, and ولكن with the shadda. The only difference is lakinna has influence on the word after it. It's from the brothers of inna. Yani what means you get the fatha, in the word after lakinna. But walakin with the sukun, it has no effect upon the word after it. Okay? But walakinna al-birra man amana billahi. Walakinna al-birra. If it has a shadda, it gets a fatha, the word after. Walakinna Allah. Yes, fatha. But with walakin with the sukun, it has no effect. No fatha effect. So brothers in Islam, what is da'iman? Always. Da'iman. Anna Allah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who knows the meaning? Subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Most High wa ta'ala. طيب, anyway, if you can find it. يقول says ولا تلقوا بأيديكم إلى التهلكة. If you go back to the ayah, it's in Surah Al-Baqarah 195. Can you go 195? Is it 105? 195? You have checked, Azim, you checked? 195? The meaning of this is, and do not throw yourselves into destruction. You can write in English if you don't have it yet. And don't throw yourselves into destruction. In 195. Okay. Ayah number 195. There is ayah number, but not the surah. Yes, 195, very small. So, you just have to add that it's in Surah Al-Baqarah. وَلَا تُلْقُوا, and don't throw, okay? تُلْقُوا, and don't throw. بِأَيْدِيكُمْ, with your own hands. That's what it means literally. Aidi is plural of yadun, hand. Yadun, yadani, two hands. Aidin is hands. وَلَا تُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ, and don't throw with your own hands yourself إِلَى, to التهلكة, from halak, yani destruction. Yani don't cause destruction with your own hands to yourself.
What is the exact meaning?
We have to go to the tafsir and sabab nuzul, what's the reason is of this ayah that was revealed. But this is the literally meaning. And this is what, is being used against people who take drugs. They cause themselves, they lead themselves to destruction, or smoking, or anything that causes yourself to destruction. And the ayah says, with your own hands. So this is you yourself causing yourself to, you lead yourself to destruction. And then, وَيَقُولُ, and Allah says, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ بِكُمْ رَحِيمًا. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. What's that? And don't kill yourselves. Yes, suicide is the first thing you think about when hearing this ayah. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا, and don't kill yourselves. But you have also a type of killing yourself, what is a slow death. No, like that if you use this thing, you're going to die. It kills you, but it might take a few years. That we are talking about smoking, yes. Inna Allah kana bikum rahima. Verily Allah is all mercy or merciful with you. Yani, why do you kill yourself while Allah is merciful with you? This ayah is in Surah An-Nisa maybe. Which surah? An-Nisa. Surah An-Nisa, 29 brothers. You just write Surah An-Nisa.
Okay.
So at home you can go back to the tafsir of it. Now we do bit tafsir, yes. Yes. وَالتَّدْخِينُ قَتْلٌ لِلنَّفْسِ. And smoking is a form of killing yourself. Is qatlun, is a killing للنفس, to the soul. It's a killing for the soul. Smoking is a killing for what? The soul. He wants to make a link between the ayah, killing yourself, and smoking. وَإِنْتِحَارٌ بَطِيءٌ. It's intihar. What's intiharun? Suicide. It's a slow suicide. Bati'un is slow. We have done in book 1, bati'un is slow. And bati'atun is feminine slow. You say, anta bati'un, you are slow. No. Anta taktubu bati'an, you write slowly. Anta tamshi bati'an, you walk slowly. Yes. Anta tatakallamu bi but'in, but that's a different form you use. You speak with slowness. Brothers in Islam,
Is that the noun?
but'un, yes. And bati'un is also noun. What's intiharun? Suicide. Bati'un, slow. If intiharun was feminine, bati'un will be bati'atun. Kama annahu, like or as, it's also dararun, it's a harm. What's dararun? Harm. بإجماع الأطباء والعقلاء. We have two plural words. بإجماع, with the consensus. If somebody says the proof is the ijma', we as Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, we believe that the ijma', the consensus of the Muslims, is a proof, a dalil, just like the Sunnah and the Quran is. Okay? So, ijma'. Which four proofs are agreed upon? Al-Quran is a proof, Sunnah is proof, ijma' is proof, and qiyas. Analogy. So, al-ijma'. But here, it's not the whole ummah who had done ijma', but the specialists. And not only the specialists, every intellectual person knows that smoking is harmful. Look, he said, كَمَا أَنَّهُ, like that it's a harm, dararun, bi-ijma', with the consensus of who? Al-atibba, the doctors, wal-uqala, intellectuals. What is one intellectual person? Aqil. A wise person, from aql, intelligent or wise person. عاقل هو عاقل, he is عاقل. And uqala is the plural form, and uqala has only one dhamma because it's a exception rule. والرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول, and the Prophet, the messenger. Rasul is the messenger, because risala is the message. والرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول, says, لا ضرر ولا ضرار. Who knows the translation of this hadith? No harm, لا ضرر, and no harming. Is that a good translation?
Don't harm others. Don't harm yourself and do not harm others.
You think that,
The Sharh of the Bulugh al-Maram.
Okay, mashallah. Don't harm yourself.
And do not harm others.
don't harm yourself, no harm يعني to yourself and no harm يعني to others. وقد لوحظ, and it has been observed or noticed. وقد لوحظ, it has been observed or noticed.
Like lahid.
Yes, لاحظ, نعم. We have done لاحظ in the book. أن نسبة, what's أن? That. نسبة, the amount of وفاة المدخنين, yes, amount of the death of the smokers, تزداد, تزداد increases, بازدياد, with the increase of استهلاك, consumption, consumption of السجائر, cigarettes. So we have a few new words. أن نسبة, that the amount of وفاة, of the death of the مدخنين, the smokers, تزداد, increases, بازدياد, with the increase of استهلاك. استهلاك is the consumption. And that's why the consumer, how do they call the consumer? Al-Mustahlik. Who's the consumer? The Mustahlik.
You know what the nisbati is amount, but if you use binisbati, so takes a different meaning.
بالنسبة, yeah.
Can be percentages or percent.
نسبة, yes. نسبة مئوية. There's a نسبة مئوية, يعني percentage. بالنسبة as far as. بالنسبة لمحمد as far as Muhammad. Then it's different. Here is different. So, what's استهلاك? Consumption. What's consumer? مستهلك. The مستهلك is the consumer. mus
That's a calculator.
But dictionary calculator.
mus
It's a dictionary.
تهلكون.
اسمه فاعل.
Putting all the Arabic plus on.
That's اسمه فاعل isn't it?
Sorry?
اسمه فاعل.
Yes, اسم فاعل. مستهلك. It's a translate.
Translate the English to Arabic, Arabic to English, and a calculator as well.
اللهم بارك أخي. Very good. اللهم بارك.
So you can calculate all the Arabic words.
Yes, مستهلك. Okay.
Does it do English to English? Does it do English to English and Arabic to Arabic?
Arabic to English, English to Arabic.
اللهم بارك. Okay, brothers. You want us to finish or to have a break? For the tamar, eh? تفضل. You give to the brothers, inshallah.
You know the last
In the Arabic countries, the smallest one, he automatically stand and start giving. People don't have to point him out. He knows from himself when the tea comes or he has to stand and.
He take for himself before all.
Bismillah.
I said, you know the last Friday, about the shayateen and stealing information from the malaika. Is that still happening or it used to happen? It's not happening anymore, is it?
Yeah, that happens.
It's still happening.
Still happens, yes. Yeah.
Because the tafsir of Ibn Kathir, the Surah Jinn, وَكُنَّا نَخْرُجُ مِنْهَا مَقَاعِدَ لِلسَّمْعِ فَمَن يَسْتَمِعِ الْآنَ يَجِدْ لَهُ شِهَابًا رَصَدًا. So that's before then, and then it says the story that at the time the Prophet ﷺ was born and the Kafara of Makkah, the Mushrikeen, they could see this like falling stars in the sky.
Naam.
And this is when Allah Azza wa Jal to protect the Quran
The Quran again.
and He closes all the heavens and that.
Yes, yes.
Before that they could go, and now they cannot go any further. So the information that what I had before was this. The information is from then when they they asked before revelation of the Quran. This is that information they still be passing out. Or is it still
I think that was temporarily, no? Temporarily. But the Sahaba asked, how can it happen that they say things and they happen then in the future? Some of the things. Allahumma barik. This is Ajwa. Allahumma barik, akhi. It's Ajwa, akhi.
someone who brought from Hajj?
What are the rest? Don't worry.
They came back, eh? Allahumma barik.
What's the right dua for the Hajj? Is it Hajj al-Mabrur or no? There's any more there as well.
People say, Hajjun Mabrur wa Sa'yun Mashkur. Lakin special dua or proof for a special dua, I don't know. تقبل الله حجك.
There's nothing from the Sunnah what the Prophet said to the Hajj.
I don't have, no. As far as I know, I don't have.
Can you pass it back?
What they call this?
The first Hamza.
The alif and the is lam. Call it lam. Wow, alif. They call it lam. It's like lam plus alif together.
Al-Il.
What they call it? This.
I don't have name for that. They're two separate letters,
So here, the word al is al plus al-tihab.
Yes. Yes. When it's without L.
Before, because no shakal, for me, I read this at home. Wal il tihab.
Yes, Walil Tihab.
Wal il.
Walil.
Walil.
Yes.
No hamza.
I'm not sure, akhi. طيب, brothers in Islam, we go inshallah further.
I'm going to expose you then. But in the verbs, is it arrada yarridu?
Afwan.
Change it. Arrada yarridu. Arrada yarridu. Who expose?
Yes, عرض. Aha, يعرض.
يحذر. Who warn?
What's the name for all that?
No, I haven't.
Is it all?
Must arrada.
Iradu.
Irad, man a'rada an dhikr.
I'm not sure if it's عرض. I'm not sure.
What's the spelling?
Ayn, ra, la,
Yes, حذر يحذر. حذر is the past tense of يحذر. We have here istihlak, consumption of as-sajair. As-sajair is what? Cigarettes. Is there somebody knows what the single form is? One cigarette. No. One cigarette. Huh? No. Yes, sijaratun. Sijaratun. I will write it here, inshallah. Sijaratun. I don't know if it's been taken. I think maybe it's taken because Sijaratun. I'm not sure.
It's come from cigarettes. G, they translate as G many. G, they don't. They take it and they say
سيجارة.
This book is good. Book is good.
Allah Mubarak, yeah.
You don't just learn Arabic.
It's beneficial subjects, yes.
I'm just taking a slow that they don't want us to run away from this. That's why I have
You know, many people say smoking is
They say
Yeah,
makruh.
but
That's taken before.
yeah.
But
But this one is telling us smoking.
I think people said in the beginning, some people said that smoking is makruh, not haram, but only disliked. It was maybe in the beginning when they did not know the harms of smoking. They said it's makruh, disliked, only because of the smell it gives, the smell and, the onion smell and the tomb, the garlic smell in the masjid and the hadith about that. And then they said smoking's also, the smell and it's makruh. But later on, not only, all the doctors, Muslims and non-Muslims, they all agreed that it causes tens, more than 20, I think, kind of diseases. Sheikh Al-Fawzan, he has a very nice khutbah about this. And it's crystal clear, that it's not allowed.
If you smoke and there's something next to you, you get sin as well for them because they're taking the smoke and you're killing them at the same time. You're killing them. So you're going to get sin for that as well.
The Prophet ﷺ said, إِنَّ الْمَلَائِكَةَ تَتَأَدَّى مِمَّا يَتَأَدَّى مِنْهُ ابْنُ آدَمَ. The malaika, they get, they get annoyed or about anything that the human being gets annoyed by, like garlic smell, onion smell. Adan means harm, but I don't know if you can use this with the malaika. But they, they don't like this bad smells.
They won't like it.
Yes.
there's a similarity between human beings and malaika that any smell is that dislike the human beings, dislike them.
Yes, any smell that is disliked by the human being is also disliked by the malaika. But a few human beings, they like bad smells, but they are just a few, maybe not even 0.5%. We're talking about the intellectual, wise human being.
So the right fitra, I think.
With the good fitra, yeah. طيب. Then we go to وقد لوحظ. No, we've done that. طبقا is according. طبقا لتقرير منظمة الصحة العالمية. According to the تقرير, the reports. طبقا according.
Yeah, I remember now. The other day I said we done prescription.
Yeah.
تقرير طبي.
Yes.
Remember now.
Yes. Medical report. تقرير طبي. We've done book 1, I think. طبقا according to the report, the تقرير, the report of منظمة الصحة العالمية, or of the World Health Organization, WHO.
What is منظمة?
منظمة organization. منظمة. You say also تنظيم. It comes from تنظيم, organized. تنظيم. الصحة is the health. العالمية is from العالم, world. So this 3 words, ثلاث كلمات, they have one meaning. منظمة الصحة, منظمة الصحة العالمية means the World Health Organization. So they have made a تقرير, a report. So طبقا, according to the report of the World Health Organization, WHO. فإن التدخين. Now we come to inna, what means verily or surely. Or surely. No doubt. فإن التدخين يعني verily smoking is أخطر وباء, is the most dangerous. If khatir is just dangerous, but if you say أخطر, it's like most dangerous. Just like kabir is big and akbaru is most biggest. You say jamil, beautiful. Ajmalu, most beautiful. Saghir, small. Asgharu, most small.
Most people use that as a name, though, yeah.
Sorry?
Most people use ism tafdeel as a name.
Some people, yes. Aslamu and yeah.
In Pakistani community, it's probably everybody.
Hmm.
Akbar, Akbar.
Yeah, I heard it many times, yeah.
You don't have
Ajmal. You know, if you say you know,
But it works alright because my son.
ahsan. You know, you say this is hasan, this is good, but ahsan is like best. Ahsan.
Sheikh, a brother asked me, he goes, why do you Pakistani brothers always have your names ism tafdeel? And I thought, I don't know.
Yeah. SubhanAllah, I did not think about it. So, أخطر وباء. Waba is a plague or epidemic. It's not like marad. You know, marad is just disease. But when it comes in a whole continental, when it comes to a continental, just like whole Europe, whole of Asia, Africa, or now in this situation, smoking the whole world, it's a waba, plague, epidemic. Is أخطر وباء is the most dangerous or most serious plague عرفه الجنس البشري, known to human race. Yani this is the literally meaning. Al-jins is race. Yes. You know when you have to fill the form. You know when you enter Saudi Arabia or maybe other Arabic countries, you have to fill form when you come to the matar, to the airport there in Jeddah. Al-jins. Yani are you rajul, are you man, or imra'atun, female? Al-jins is the race. So this is the most dangerous plague known by the human race. And al-bashari is human, because bashar is yani human being. So the human race have not seen a worser plague or epidemic than this epidemic of smoking. Wal-wafayatu, and the deaths, and there's another word, mortality. Yes, mortality or deaths. Where is brother Kashif?
He went to toilet.
Okay. طيب. نعم. He said it's old madrasa trick. You know.
Don't pretend. What were you running for?
Allahumma barik. No, mashallah. I know brother Azim, mashallah, and Kashif, inshallah, he will come, inshallah, straight back. And you know, may Allah forgive Akhi. Bismillah. We were in a classroom in the Netherlands. My parents used to send me to Masjid to learn Arabic. And then subhanAllah, one boy, he said, I need toilet. We're two brothers in the classroom. So he stayed for so long, you know. And then his brother said, I'm going to get him. And then they both escaped, you know. Yeah, they left the masjid, you know. It was, subhanallah. And
That's scary.
Where's the brother? Where's the other brother?
you know, the problem is, you know, sometimes, you know, you find this, some schools or masajid, I think they have to do more, you know, to keep the children in the masjid. You know, they focus on hifd al-Quran, but if they put a part on it of understanding the Quran, that would make the children more, you know, people, they come out from after memorizing the Quran with the wrong aqidah, no knowledge, they don't know even how to pray, they're not maybe practicing even, and they know the whole Quran. So the problem is, you know, subhanallah. And Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, he said, we did not go beyond 10 ayat of the Quran until we knew the meanings and we act upon it. And then they used to go to the next 10. So where is this, you know, the way of the Salaf in some of these mosques? And sometimes you have a bad teacher who is also very hard with the students, so that gives more stress, you know.
And the delegation came to one of the leaders of the delegation came to Umar.
To?
Said, Umar.
Okay. Yeah.
And said that the people back in their village memorizing Quran very fast, and they memorize this much and this much. And Ibn Abbas was at that time present, and he was very young. And he said that I don't like what you just said. And Umar got hungry, and he said, just go away. So when he went home, and he was very upset, and he said, I shouldn't have said this. And then Umar later on comes behind his door and knocks his door and asks him, why did you say that? And he said, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, I just made a mistake, forgive me. And then he said, no, you have to tell me, why did you say that? And he said, because the people are memorizing so fast, they're not understanding the Quran. So this is, in my opinion, this is not what you need to understand.
Yes.
This is from this where the ikhtilaf comes. People think that they learn the Quran, they memorize the Quran, they know the Quran, but they don't know, they don't understand. So then more ikhtilaf comes.
Yeah,
The
mashallah.
understanding of
Mashallah.
the Prophet, the dua that he made for him.
mashallah. Yeah, mashallah. جيد. طيب والوفيات الناتجة، يعني we've done فإن التدخين أخطر وباء عرفه الجنس البشري، والوفيات and the deaths الناتجة resulting عنه from it, it's from natija, result. You know, you've done examen, you've done اختبارات, you say to the teacher من natija, what's the natija, what's the result. يعني the plural is nata'ij. Natija, okay.
You know, I can spot the words here. If I know the word,
And the result, and the deaths resulting of it, الناتجة عنه تعد counts accounts.
He got hit by a car yesterday.
Oh, he was hit by a car yesterday.
His bike.
His bike.
Oh,
The guy who
Shafakallah.
The guy who hit him called him a Terminator.
No, not him. Some other guy.
The guy called him a Terminator.
Yeah, no, what was I fell and I fell down on the floor and then I got up and then some guy came running and he goes, "Are you right?" And I go, "Yeah." And then he goes that what are you, the Terminator or something? And I go, "Yeah." And then he goes that he said that, and then the guy came out and goes that are you alright? And I thought I was bleeding on my nose and then I go to him, "I can have a tissue please?" And then he goes, "Nah, this is not time for a tissue." And then he goes that tell me your details and stuff and then I thought,
Your bike was broken.
He went over the car.
I went on the bonnet.
You did stunt.
You were above the car.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went
no,
running.
what was the bonnet is there, yeah, and
He's
then
got a special bike.
yeah, goes, I hit the car when the car hit me, and then the car hit me, and then I skidded on the bonnet.
You went all over the car.
Yeah, and on the bonnet, and then
You know the front
What's
part?
bonnet?
You know the front part?
Yeah?
It's down.
What kind of car?
You know the
Tire
engine,
went over
you know
the
the engine, this is the front.
Yes.
Then you got the glass, that's the metal bit, it's
Ye-
called bonnet.
Oh.
You're Iron Man.
And then?
And then he goes, tell me the details, and I go, it's not my fault, though, you ripped my bike up. Your car's got a bit of a scratch, and then he goes, I'll have to phone the police, and he phoned the police, and then they came, and then they go that, you're right, and I'm going, yeah, I just got a little bruise here, it hurts a bit, and the guy was going that, you got warm blood, before the police came, he goes, that you got warm blood, I was like, what do you mean warm blood? And he was like, because you have warm blood, then, then you won't be able to know if you're hurt now, you find out that you're hurt later, you're going to be
Are you
careful.
hurt?
Did you get checked out?
No, the policeman goes that he was doing this, and he goes that way you have to go ground class, and then he goes that if you're here, then you can phone your mum and say that you didn't go hospital or something.
You went to hospital?
No, I didn't go hospital. I'm alright.
Yeah, but you don't know.
Tell me later.
Oh, tell me.
That's what I'm telling you.
اللهم بارك. طيب may Allah protect you أخي.
That's what Islamic says.
طيب. والوفيات الناتجة عنه, and the deaths or mortalities resulting from it تعد account أكثر الوفيات, the most deaths التي which عرفها تاريخ الأوبية, that's been known by the تاريخ, the history of plagues or epidemics. أوبية. Al-Awbiyah is the plural of waba. We have done waba, one sentence before in the middle, approximately. And Awbiyatu, Al-Awbiyatu is the plagues. وخصوصا
Ustadh, what is
تاريخ الأوبية, the history of plagues. You know, you might hear in you might hear in history, in tarikh, subject of tarikh, history, that we have the pest epidemic and what kind of plagues were long before? What did they had like 200 years or so long ago? Which plagues?
Yeah, their plague.
Black Death.
Black Death, when rats were coming in and flies were picking on the rats, and then we got picked on by the ships.
The rats sleep under the ships.
Yes, Black Deaths. Okay, and we had subhanallah ta'un, the hadith of Umar, ta'un. There were plagues in the time of the Sahaba. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. But can you imagine, brothers, that the plague of smoking have caused more death than any plague ever? Because plagues, they come and they normally, they go and, or maybe they stay, but smoking is on daily basis, people are still dying in every place in the world. Especially in the poor countries, they give them the worst. Cigarettes all bad, all worse. But this in the poor countries, the filter is worse, maybe 10 times. And the nicotine in it is so high, But even the smallest amount of nicotine is still haram because it's smoking. But I'm talking about in Muslim countries, subhanallah, they give them the worst types,
The government, there's much money for the cost of it.
It's mushkila, It's mushkila. People earn money, with this, selling and...
Why do they ban it?
Like some people that think shisha's bad,
Shisha is worse than cigarettes.
What's Sisha?
Shishas, this water pipe.
What is it?
What? It's worse, nicotine worse. I read
Without nicotine though?
maybe more than 10 times worse than cigarette smoking.
You can get some without nicotine and
Do you
stuff,
want
and
it?
stuff.
No, that's not
No,
because.
I'm just saying.
It's
Why
not
do you
because of the
smoke
nicotine.
shisha?
It's the other stuff.
There's other things in it,
Yeah,
akhi.
nicotine just gives you a buzz. Well, I should be telling you. Yeah, it's the other stuff that comes with it. The carcinogenic.
The
and-
tar-
Yeah.
The Shaykh
Waste of
Abdullah
money,
said
waste of
about
money.
the cigarettes that it comes under cover because anything that slows the body is more like intoxicating. So because there's people who smoke cigarettes and there's another something that they use in Afghanistan, they call it as far as a green thing, powder thing.
Allahu alam. The Prophet ﷺ, he said, Al-khamru ma khamar al-aql. The khamr is what? Khamar al-aql, what covers the mind. But I don't know if that happens with cigarette. But we have other proofs, alhamdulillah, to say that cigarette is haram.
Can we try to finish the translation?
Okay, we do our best, inshallah. وخصوصا and especially في الدول الفقيرة, in the poor countries. What's a dual? The countries. خصوصا, especially. خصوصا is Urdu, isn't it? خصوصا.
Specifically,
Yes, specifically, especially.
في الدول الفقيرة in poor countries.
Especially.
what's the word? Countries.
What is one country? One country. دولة. Yes. دولة. Or بلد. But let us write here. دولة. This is single form, brothers. دولة.
What's the difference between balad and dawlat?
Same.
It's the same. So why do they use dawlat?
Because Arabic language is a rich language. You can have more than one word for one meaning.
Now if you watch Arabic TV, you don't use balad.
Do you watch
So-
TV?
You say
I had
هذا أسد. What's هذا أسد?
There is a line.
This is a lion. هذا ليث.
this is like
This is a lion. So you say, I don't want the asad, I want layth, you get the same. طيب, brothers,
Ustadh, what time on Islam? What time?
watan is also country, yes. نعم.
What?
Watan.
What time?
طيب, خصوصا في الدول الفقيرة. So دول is countries. الفقيرة, you know, فقيرة is feminine poor, because a dual is plural of object. And even the single form دولة is also feminine, so you steal the فقيرة. حيث تنشر. حيث is where. This is the non-questionable where. تنشر publish. نعم. انتشار.
Publish is tension.
تنشر. نشر, he published. تنشر شركات الطبغ. What's شركات? The companies. شركة is one, شركات is companies. الطبغ is tobacco. Tobacco. الطبغ.
so it's tar because I got kasra here.
It's طبغي with كسرة because it's مضاف إليه. And شركات,
The tar.
شركات الطبغ, sorry, it's الطبغي, not الطبغي. شركات الطبغ. الطبغ is tobacco. You find the English and Arabic is quite close to each other. الطبغ and tobacco. So, where حيث تنشر publish the شركات الطبغ, the tobacco companies is يعني تنشر publishes دعاياتها, its advertisements. You know, one advertisement is دعاية. I put it here. One is دعاية. دعاية. This advertisement.
What?
دعاية is advertisement. One. And دعايات advertisements. And دعاياتها its advertisements. and the ha goes back to sharikatun. وَتَبِيعُ, it sells. What's وَتَبِيعُ? And it sells. Because tabi'u is she sells, hiya tabi'u, and it's also it, feminine. And what does I sell? Abi'u. Abi'u.
What is that?
And what does he sells? Yabi'u. And what's it masculine sells? Also yabi'u. What's she sells?
Yeah,
Tabi'u. And what's it feminine sells? Tabi'u. Same. So he goes with masculine it and she with feminine it. حيث تبيع أسوأ, worst. You know, su'un is worse. Worse. But worst, you know, like worst. But nobody talks about other subject.
We've done it before.
وتبيع, and it sells. أسوأ, worst. أنواع, types. What is one type? نوع. نوع. What's one type? نوع. What's types? أنواع. أنواع السجائر, cigarettes. وأخطرها, it's most dangerous of it. The most dangerous of it. You see, subhanAllah, it's just what I said before. In the poor countries, the sharikat al-tibh, the tobacco companies, okay, they sell the worst types of cigarettes and its most dangerous types. So this what you see. وفي كل هذا, وفي كل هذا, and all of this is a dalil, a proof. What's dalil? Proof or evidence. على, about خطر التدخين, the danger of smoking. خطر التدخين. About, yes, about. Here it's about. Or maybe you can say on.
Oh, about the next one's on.
Okay. فهل, oh yeah, on the human being, على البشرية, on the mankind. فهل يدرك صغار الشباب, does the صغار, صغار is the plural of صغير. صغير is like the young, you know, صغير. And صغار, you say أنا صغير, I am young. وهم, and they lot, صغار. صغار الشباب, الشباب is the youth. One youth is شاب. You heard that before, شاب. What's one youth? شاب. You know the 7 will be in the shade on the day of judgment when there is no shade except one of them is شاب نشأ في طاعة الله. One of the 7 that will be under the shade is شاب, a young person, نشأ, raised in the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, في طاعة الله. That's why, you know, you have, mashallah, if you take advantage and you be as youth in the masjid and worship Allah, you will be amongst these 7, inshallah. شاب. شاب. فهل يدرك, does the صغار الشباب, the young youths, does they realize? Yes, mashallah. يدرك, realize. بصفة خاصة, يعني specially, بصفة خاصة, particularly, specifically, yes.
That's one word.
Yes, بصفة خاصة. From خصوصا. What did you say? Specially? Specifically, yes. ما ينتظرهم. What's ما? What? ينتظرهم, waits for them. Awaits them. Allahumma barik. Awaits them. Awaits them min akhtarin wa adrar, from dangers and harms. Okay, we've done that in the unwan, in the name of the text. إذا مارسوا التدخين, if they practice, yes, fan umarisu, tumarisu, we've done that. If they practice smoking. وأقدموا, and they approach it. Okay, and they approach it. نتيجة لكل ما سبق, as a result, نتيجة لكل, of all what preceded. ما سبق, what preceded. نتيجة, as a result of all what preceded. فإن المدخن, verily the smoker, يقتل, he kills, نفسه, himself, نفسه, himself, بنفسه, with himself, or by himself. كما ثبت, as proven, كما ثبت, or as established, أن ضرر التدخين, that, what's أن, that, the ضرر, the harm of a smoke, of تدخين, a smoke, the smoking, أن ضرر التدخين يتعدى, يتعدى, goes beyond, يتعدى, sorry, transcends, same like that, huh? Okay. Yes, فعل لازم فعل متعدي. Transcends or go beyond المدخنين أنفسهم, goes beyond the smokers themselves, المدخنين أنفسهم. إلى, to who does the harm goes? إلى, to بقية, to the rest of the أفراد المجتمع, rest of the members, أفراد is members, and the single form is fardun. Single form is fardun. You know, is أنا فردٌ, أنا فردٌ من هذا المجتمع. I'm a member of this community. So, نعم, of the community. So it goes, the harm goes to the baqiya. What's the baqiya? The rest of the afrad, of the members of the mujtama, of the community. Min al mujawirin, from the mujawirin, those who are like jar, you know, jar, like neighbors. Yani, they are not neighbors of him, they come close to him. You know, like bijanib. Yeah. Al mujawirin lil mudakhinin. Al mujawirin, those who come close to the smokers. Surrounding, yes, surrounding. فالتدخين ضرر متعد. التدخين, smoking, is a darar, a harm that is متعد. No. Transcending. لأن الدخان, because the dukhan, what's الدخان? The smoke. Yani any smoke is dukhan. That's why we have a surah in the Quran, Surah Ad-Dukhan. Any smoke from fire, smoke from fire is called dukhan. And also the smoke of cigarettes, ad-dukhan. Because ad-dukhan, the smoking, al-mutasa'id, that is rising. What's al-mutasa'id? That is rising. Min afwah. Min afwah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. غرباء